All right, today we're going to do something really exciting. We're going to talk about how to take that incredible sauce you make in your kitchen, the one everybody raves about, and turn it into a real deal business that you see on shelves. Come on, you've totally done this, right? You're standing in the supermarket aisle looking at all those jars, and you're just thinking to yourself, my sauce is way, way better than this stuff. It's that secret recipe that your friends and family go crazy for. You just know you've got something special. And then the doubt creeps in. I mean, it's one thing for your mates to love it, but how do you actually turn it into a business? The idea of all the rules, the branding, the websites, it can feel like a huge mountain to climb. But stick with me here, because I promise you, it's not as scary as it sounds. So first things first, why is this even a good idea to begin with? What is it about jarred sauces that makes them such a smart way to get into the food business? Well, there are some huge practical wins here. First, the fact that they're shelf-stable is a total game changer. You don't need a fancy, expensive refrigerated van. Second, sauces are super versatile. You can easily tap into all the big trends, like vegan or gluten-free. And honestly, the best part, people are always on the hunt for new, interesting flavors. There is absolutely room on that shelf for you. Okay, so you're on board with the idea. Fantastic. Now let's get to the really important bit. How do you take that recipe you love and turn it into a proper, professional product that people can actually buy? It really all boils down to these three things. You need a product that's consistent, one that's safe and legal, and one that has some simple, clear branding. Let's break down what that actually means. First up, and this one is non-negotiable, is repeatability. Think about it. If someone buys your sauce and falls in love with it, they expect it to taste exactly the same the next time they buy it. This is where you have to switch from being a home cook to a producer. It means getting out the scales and measuring cups. No more a dash of this or a handful of that. Consistency is everything for building trust. All right, now don't let this part intimidate you because it's really just a checklist. You have to register as a food business with your council. It's usually free, and it's the law. You've got to get your head around allergen labeling, and you need to figure out the shelf life of your sauce. These aren't obstacles. They're the building blocks that prove you're a serious professional business. And look, the big takeaway here is that you don't need a PhD in food science to do this stuff. All the info you need is out there, usually for free on government websites. It's just about being careful, doing a little bit of homework, and taking it seriously. Okay, deep breath. Let's talk about the thing that makes everyone nervous: money. How in the world do you price your sauce so you actually make some? And I'm going to tell you right now, the single biggest mistake new food producers make is pricing their stuff too low. To price it right, you have to know your true cost, and that is so much more than just the ingredients. You have to add up everything: the jars, the lids, the labels, the gas and electricity you use, the boxes for shipping, and please, please do not forget your time. Your time is valuable and you need to pay yourself.
So here's a really simple but powerful rule of thumb to get you started. Work out your total cost for one jar and then multiply it by 3 or maybe even 4. So if it costs you, say, £2.50 to make, you should be thinking about selling it for somewhere between £7.50 and £10. Remember, you're not trying to be the cheapest thing in the supermarket. You're selling a premium, handmade product. Price it like one.
And you can see how the math works out here. Yeah, from a home kitchen, your costs might be a bit higher per jar, but that retail price still gives you a good margin. Even if you scale up to a commercial kitchen where your costs drop, you can keep that premium price. The point is, there's a healthy profit waiting for you if you price for the quality you're delivering. Fantastic. So you've got a product that's consistent, safe, and priced for profit. Now for the really fun bit, actually getting it into people's hands. Now, listen to this advice. Do not try to launch a massive online store on day one. It's actually better to start small and start local. Get a stall at a local market, walk into that nice farm shop down the road, give samples to your neighbors and coworkers. This is where you get face-to-face feedback, and that stuff is pure gold. When you are ready for the online world, you'll hit this classic fork in the road. Do you build your own website? That's great for control, you keep all the money, but man, it can be a technical nightmare. Or do you join a big online marketplace? It's way easier to start, but they take a cut of your sales, and you're just one tiny fish in a giant sea of other sellers. But what if there's a third option? Let's talk about a done-for-you kind of service, one that aims to give you a professional shop without all the cost and stress of building it yourself. And this is the honest truth, right? Your passion is creating amazing food. You want to be thinking about recipes and talking to customers, not spending your weekend trying to figure out why your website's checkout suddenly stopped working.
So if we just lay out the options, you can see the trade-offs. DIY website builders can take you weeks to get right. A web designer is awesome, but that's a big cost up front. Then you've got this other model, like the Make Local for Global example here, that has a different goal. Get you online in days for a simple, fixed price with zero tech skills needed from you.
So, when you boil it down, this kind of approach is all about making it fast, affordable, and most of all, stress-free. It's designed to take the tech headache completely off your plate, so you can just focus on making and selling your sauce. And the pricing for this kind of service is built on simplicity. Just one clear annual fee that covers everything: the setup, the hosting, all of it. No hidden costs, no confusing monthly plans, just simple.
So if you're looking into a service like this, you want to see things like a professional shop that's built for you, support from actual people who speak plain English, and a money-back guarantee. The whole point is to give you the confidence to get selling online, even if the thought of tech makes you nervous.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground, so let's pull it all together into a simple checklist. This is your roadmap. Perfect the recipe, get legal, order a small batch of supplies, figure out your pricing, sell locally to get feedback, and then set up your online shop. Every single one of those steps is something you can do.
You know, the hardest part of any new idea is just starting. Nobody has it all figured out on day one. But what I can tell you for sure is that your future customers are out there right now, hungry for something new, something delicious. So the only real question is, are you ready to put your sauce on the map?